Hello. Welcome to the slightly late Saturday night stream. Well, late for me. I mean, our clocks jumped forward an hour, like just a little bit ago, so it feels super late. But I squeezed in a nap tonight because I was really tired after the comics podcast. So I had to get that up in Patreon, and then yeah, prep for the stream. Here I am. Welcome. And assuming Elsa shows up at a reasonable time, we'll be watching Predator. Although she did message me saying she might be late. So, we'll see how it goes. But regardless, we're here. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Renegade. Do, 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 do. I was just looking at Garrus is staring at something. I think it must be one of the other cats making a noise outside the door. In fact, let me go see if someone's wanting in. Played Arkham City. I like Asylum better. I like the level design of Asylum better. I think the story's better in City. But gameplay wise, I probably agree that Asylum's better. Do I set up Predator on cast? Yeah. For just if for no other reasons, so that Elsa can easily watch. I'll let anyone watch. I doesn't have another way of watching, I suppose. I don't know what my cutoff is for Elsa showing up to start the movie. Because I don't necessarily want to go too late. But I got a bunch of stuff to watch tomorrow. And I've been told under no uncertain terms by Tara that we have to be finished for the Oscar starting tomorrow, so I need to not be too bad and stay up till late. So I've got time to watch everything tomorrow. Speaking of, the next Ace bonus episode will be up in the next few days. That's been recorded. I like they have side quests, kind of like things you can do that involve some of the sort of more B tier and C tier villains. I appreciate that when they move to the open world. But inherently speaking, I like the Metroidvania style more than open world. The main show doesn't start too early. But Tara made that request. I said we're not counting the red carpet stuff. Because that starts like 4 hours before the main show does. That's an all day thing. I appreciate everyone's raring to go, but Elsa needs to get here in a reasonable time before us to watch Predator. Otherwise, we'll just be pushing it and faffing about. Doing other stuff. But we're getting close to the end of the month now. Any patrons who haven't voted yet, make sure you do so. Also getting close to the end of the season. End of this month is the end of the current season for the points, so something to keep in mind. There's just stuff coming up soon that I should tell people about. I don't know. I don't know if the next Screams is going to be this coming week. It might be. It kind of depends on if Tim has time for something. If he does, then you'll get an episode next week. If not, it'll be the following week. There's a Meet Ace coming this week though, because the next one's Interstellar. You don't have Tubi on cast? Wait, it stopped working? For you now too? What? Yeah, I think I knew that, Bob. Doesn't make me want to play it anymore. And Firefly's jumped up on the lap and he's sitting purring away. Less commotion tonight. Just a quick jump up and get comfortable. I appreciate that. Some of the dancing around that sometimes we have to go through is it's quite rough. Ah, just crack my neck. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't have too much report for today. Saturday's comics day. I mean, I did a little bit of other things. Like I got a classic ace up on the movie channel and stuff, but by and large, my Saturdays are the same every week, which is read my comics, record the comics podcast, have something to eat, render the comics podcast, wait for it to upload, maybe have a nap while it's doing that, which is what I did do this week, and just get that up at some point for patrons and move on. It's a shame that Saturday night's been the night I've been otherwise free to stream because sometimes on a Saturday I am just ready to like not do anything after I'm done with all that. But it is what it is. I had stuff to record last night, so there was not going to be a Friday night stream. Yeah, Court Owls are alright. I was reading that as it was coming out. Over a decade ago now. That was 2011 that was going on. Well, 2011 into 2012. You okay, Firefly? You okay? No danger awaits. Silly putty cat. Yeah. I think Moon Knight's launching this week. It was a very last minute thing that I even remembered Halo was launching this week. I was like, shit, I need to do Halo. So, and I was fairly on time with it. I did it the day after it came out, which isn't too bad. But it wasn't something that was sort of on my mind on the build up to it. How am I? I'm okay. Right this second, I'm a little bit sleepy, but I'm otherwise okay. How is everyone else? Hey, Allison. Firefly woke me up today and clawed my eye. I've got a cut on my eyelid thanks to this furry menace down here. Do we have Build-A-Bear? I think so. I'm not 100% sure it's called that, but I'm pretty sure we have an equivalent. Firefly, in particular, Allison. I was viciously attacked, yes. I've got a feeling, Cindy, then that means that it's not a location based thing, and it's just like for some reason, like the Tubi and the Tubi integration of cast is just really wonky right now, and seems to be very hit or miss. Because it was working when you tested it the other night. So that's unfortunate. They brought out Sonic and Tails bears for the movie, and of course you sped off to buy them. What is it? Cast. Well, Cast is just a watch party system that's designed for YouTube and Tubi. But for some reason, the Tubi integration of it's really been not working well recently. I was just getting a black screen when I was trying before, and it seems like Cindy's getting the same thing now. Well, I'm very glad that the Tails Build-A-Bear didn't skimp on the amount of tails. Especially since he only has two tails. And if he took one away, if he skimped on the second tail, then he would no longer have plural. He would only have one tail, and it would completely break the fabric of reality and make no sense. Hmm. Yeah. I haven't played too many. I've been playing some Rogue Tower. I haven't touched Elden Ring much in the last 2 weeks, mainly just because I've been busy editing. But I have been itching to kind of go back into it. It was very it was very satisfying to play. I feel like. Ooh, 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 ooh. If Elsa gets here, do we watch one of her alternatives? Assuming it's something I have access to. What were her alternatives? I can't remember now. Someone remind me. The agenda? Oh god. I'm concerned about this, but sure. Good to have a to-do list, I suppose. Uh, we're saving the dude's family? I mean, Ex Machina and The Shining. Shining I definitely have easy, quick access to. Ex Machina I have on Blu-ray, but that'd be more of a pain to set up. So if we're switching to an alternative, I might be rooting for The Shining between them. Shining's pretty long though, so um, we'll see what time Elsa stumbles in. Firefly. Hey, Firefly. You little menace. You injured me today, cat. Just throw you out the window. Well, no, Bob. That would be highly illegal, and cast would be shut down immediately because people could share copyright material they're not supposed to be able to. The reason why it works with YouTube and Tubi is that those are free services, so it's not really breaking any rules by just redistributing the video stream to the people watching it on cast. I also prefer third person over first person. I can play first person games, but third person is definitely my preferred style. I enjoy being able to see my character too. Partly because I feel like the it just looks better for a start. I don't know why, it just does. Maybe because you actually get to see the character and the detail and get some personality from them. Maybe because you're less zoomed into the environment, so the textures don't look as sort of suspect. I realize I'm agreeing with you. That's okay. We disagree with what games are good, but I agree with you on this point. Oh, you can do that in cast if you have a premium account. Really? They let you broadcast stuff from files? That seems like they're asking to be shut down, to be honest. I guess the fact that you have to be invited to a room and can't just stumble into them probably gives them a lot of leeway, but that's a bit suspect. I'm seeing people on Twitter complain about Master Chief taking his helmet off in the first episode. Allison's getting excited. Jeez, calm down, Allison. Hey, bored. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I'd describe all comics as cell shaded, but sure. Something interesting's happening in the world. For stream discussion's sake. I thought maybe I'd find some. But I don't know. Yeah, Borderlands has always looked that way. All the way back to 2009. Just been its art style. I heard some rumors about Morbius, yes. It sounds like a goddamn mess. I mean, it looked bad anyway. I mean, I don't want to see it. Honestly, it's ripe for a watch party stream at some point. You know, or a watch party goal, I should say. Assuming people actually care about watching Morbius for making fun of its purpose. But I'm not going to go see it. They had to change a lot of the movie, Allison. Apparently, it was completely different when they first made it because basically they thought that Spider-Man was going to be leaving the MCU after No Way Home, but then they changed their mind. So they then had to go back and redo a bunch of Morbius so that it didn't try to like connect to Spider-Man anymore. I don't know, some weird thing. Thought I was going premiere night so you and Tim could do it on streams. Well, don't believe everything Tim says. That's the best advice I have for you. Tim tells porcupines. Yeah, there's stuff from the original trailer that's been cut out and stuff, which isn't that weird for a movie. That happens from time to time, but they straight up like cut a character who's in the trailer. Morbius Curiosity. Very good. Hmm. Yeah, but this isn't just a couple of cutscenes, Allison. This sounds like they had to retool everything because it was being built to set up what Sony were going to do with all the Spider-Man movies that were going to be shared, including Venom and whatever the next Spider-Man was going to be. But because they then decided, probably correctly, that they should stick with the MCU and that they're going to keep doing that, they put the scene in the mid-credit scene in Spider-Man, which was sort of just clarifying that, oh, here's a Venom cameo, but that's a very separate thing. It's on a separate world. It's not part of the MCU. And I think Morbius originally was going to tie into Venom and Spider-Man and set up future plot for more Spider-Man movies. It was apparently a big part of it. And then they had to go back and take all that out and rework chunks of the movie to fit on its own. So it sounds like it's quite a messy production overall. It basically boils down to what Sony have done before. If you remember back to Amazing Spider-Man 2, there was so much setup in that for the Sinister Six movie and spin-offs they never got to make because that movie just didn't do that well relative to other Spider-Man movies. So yeah, I mean it looked bad anyway, but now it's probably a complete mess as well. Oh, dear. So needless to say, I am not interested or excited. Bad enough I had to sit through one of the trailers yesterday. Did also see the trailer for Nope though on the big screen, which was nice. That'll hopefully be quite good. Our birthday's not today. Her birthday was earlier in the week. But this is just where I was somewhat available to stream. Although, admittedly, I'm pretty tired. But I was determined to get a stream. Because otherwise, it wouldn't be one till like at least Tuesday. And that would be the game stream. So it wouldn't even be a hangout stream in the same way. Uh, he keeps working with new people, I guess. He'll run out though. He'll run out and then no one will want to work with him. Hey, Firefly? Hmm? You enjoying lap time? Although my foot's starting to get really numb, so I think I'm going to have to move you, cat. As comfy as you are, you seem quite happy. Uh, there we go. There's Firefly. The stream stealer. Yes. Hmm. There you go, cat. Can't move my foot. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I only Jared Leto and stuff. Obviously, he's been a couple of things I've liked, but by and large, I'm not excited about him and things. That's okay, Renegade. We shall survive. Barely. Although we're kind of hitting point of no return here on starting a movie, so I imagine we're just going to hang out for a little bit. Firefly, what? Are you mad that I threw you off? Yeah, my leg gets numb when you're lying on the one part too long, and oh, it's fine. Do you not get numb, Firefly? I assume other animals still get numb. Have I seen the Maggie May fish video on Twin Peaks? I cannot say I have. A Firefly. Why are you giving me little sad meows? You're the one who attacked me today. Yeah, like I've hardly turned against American Psycho because Jared Leto was in it. He gets plenty of attention. He's an little attention whore, quite frankly. Aren't you, Firefly? Yeah. Yeah. That's alright. I'll survive with some typos. Oh, oh, Tim buying himself far too many comics. How did he scratch your eye? He meowed at me to wake up. I indicated he should leave, and then he just pawed my eye, and it caught my eyelid, and it drew blood. The little shit. Bob, I don't want to watch that. I don't think I've seen any of her videos, but the name sounds familiar, so I presume I've at least seen some of her videos in like search results and stuff. It was time for breakfast in theory, but Firefly the last couple of days has been waking me up like 2 or 3 hours earlier than I normally would get up, which is why I was like tired and had to go for a nap, and I'm still kind of sleepy because of it. So he's basically ruining my days. That's that's the long and short of it. He's awful and he's ruining everything. Hello, Elsa. Welcome. I've been streaming for about 45 minutes, something like that. Oh, jeez. Oh, god damn. I thought having a nap would make me nice and spry and fine, but my body's just like, no, you only had 2 hours of sleep. What? You need more. Just chatting. What games are in? I will do my best to remember to schedule the stream. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to watch something because Cast has decided to stop working with Tubi, so Predator is out the window for Elsa. Um, and I'm all for doing The Shining as the backup, but it's like 2.5 hours long, and I'm tired right now. Uh, I should sing for you. What? Yeah, for me. Oh. Ooh, well, I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Na 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 na. You can tell I'm feeling low energy when I'm just going to a Scottish song. You drove like a mad woman. That is on you, Elsa. Don't give me shit for your driving. Well, I don't know what part of all this yawning makes you think I'm going to start doing jumping jacks. Mm. Mm. Belfast was great with Mr. 50 Shades in it. How many? Isn't that an Australian song? No, it is definitely not. Yeah, how much spanking was in Belfast? Mm. I've never seen Outlander, but it doesn't surprise me that someone who's Irish is in it. Because I assume all of the characters in Belfast are Irish. So this is kind of a low end. I mean, it wasn't planned that way, but I mean, it's turning into that. I'll say that. Anyway. Hmm. It also doesn't help that the clocks jumped forward an hour right before I started streaming. So instead of being 3 a.m. right now, it's 4 a.m. I lost an hour. Yeah. How many times did someone say top of the morning to you? For science sake. I mean, you're right. Technically, it shouldn't make a difference, but the fact that I was already tired means that it just makes me feel worse. You didn't buy Aliens? You're gonna rewatch Aliens? Cindy, what's wrong with you? I mean, you don't want to watch the other ones, I'll accept that, but Aliens, come on. I'm still going to watch the movie for Elsa, it just may not be tonight. But it almost certainly isn't going to be tonight, given the way I feel right now. Ah, you'll be fine, Elsa. I'm sure you were safe, use sanitizer, wore your mask, all the rest of it. Get some. You do know I hate coffee, right? I'm sure I've mentioned this at some point over the years. I don't know what to say to Cindy anymore. I don't know what to say. I'm not in a bad mood, Elsa. I'm in a fine mood. A really tired mood. So you're getting loopy, Peter, is what's happening. I mean, I guess that's somewhat good news, Alison. Yeah, I get it. I've made the movies a good handful of times now, starting from in like November time to now. If someone was wearing a pin that said Pure Blood, what would I think? Either they're a vampire nerd, or maybe they're a white supremacist. I don't know. If there's context for it, it might not seem that bad. But if it's literally just the words "pure blood," it might, like I might think it means something nefarious. When you watch a Disney movie? That's not as good as Predator. Where are you? Dylan, where are you? I'm here. Kill me, I'm here. Do it now. Space Ace isn't doing too hot, but I mean, I'm not really that surprised. Most of those Invisible Man sequels never did that well. I guess they're just too old and not got enough of a following for movies from the 40s to get the clicks, unfortunately. Oh, I don't know if people have noticed this, but on Twitter I've been putting little clips of some of the podcasts and some tweets. Because Twitter doesn't really promote tweets with links in it because they don't want people to leave Twitter. So I'm experimenting with just posting little clips of the shows with just some stuff on the video saying where to go to get the full thing. Seeing how that works. I mean, she's still a bit of a cow for not getting vaccinated, but admittedly, it's not as bad as the other thing that it's possibly implying. You're a gem, Elsa. You're a gem. Just single-handedly getting those low counts up high. Oh, you've got a new one. That's the last of the old ones, though. So next time we do an Invisible movie, it'll be a more modern thing anyway. Like maybe Hollow Man, maybe the Chevy Chase one. What if you watched the first episode of Euphoria on stream? What, in general or like tonight? I think the Endless Review was good from memory, but it's been a long time. But you have to do them in order, isn't that the rule? In a franchise, but like, you know, modern Invisible Man movies aren't really part of the franchise anymore. They're just, they're all kind of separate after. We were doing all the Universal Classic monster ones in order. But for the sake that we're including stuff that is just made separately that's about invisible people. You don't watch them? What, the old reviews? I mean, I watch them in the sense that I give them a play, and I like, but I don't. I mean, I don't pay attention to them. I am still gobsmacked that in Mexico you cannot rent Predator. It's not like some obscure movie that came out from a small label in other places. It's Fox that are owned by Disney. I don't know if I'd describe Hollow Man as realistic. That's a strong endorsement of your content. Was no? I had the conversation. I was in the conversation. I don't need to see it. And for the new episodes, I'm editing them thoroughly, so I'm hearing all of the episodes multiple times even when I'm editing it. So I'm good. I mean, I presume it's on Hulu in the US because, admittedly, though, sometimes they sell the rights to other companies for streaming rights. But in theory, because Disney own it, it should be on Hulu. I think it's on Disney Plus in the rest of the world. I could be wrong though, or at least well, maybe not Mexico, but everywhere else. I have it bought on iTunes, of course, for that 4K goodness. One sec. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus in the UK. Oh, it doesn't seem to be on anything directly in the US, all in Tubi. But it's on. You can rent it in every platform imaginable, though. It's rentable on YouTube. It's rentable on iTunes. It's rentable on Google. It's rentable on Amazon. All this stuff. Oh, Elsa. According to Letterboxd, it's available on one thing in Mexico. It's available on Star Plus. Do you know what Star Plus is? Apparently, it's streaming on there. I don't know if you want to look into that. Oops. All sorts of things. You don't have Star Plus? I mean, if you really wanted to see it, I mean, check how much Star Plus cut. Because if Star Plus is the same price as like renting the movie, then I don't suppose it matters that much. It probably won't be though. It's probably going to be at least twice as much, maybe even triple. I don't know what Star Plus costs. I have no idea what the scale is on that. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus in a lot of international countries. Did I give up on Severance? I didn't give up on Severance. I'm actually looking forward to watching more of it, but I think the reviewers are probably giving up on it at this point. Feeling that Firefly. I would just check, but if I click on the website, it just tells me it's not available in my region, so I can't actually look at it. How long's the first Predator movie? I don't know, hour 45, something like that. It's not a particularly long movie. Mm. It's a bit early to be planning Halloween stuff. It's March. You found a video on Daily Motion? I mean, of Predator? We will figure out a way. What is this? Okay, so what's weird about this video you've linked in, Cindy, is that it's actually longer than the movie, meaning that it's probably slowed down. And it is also heavily cropped. It's also missing like the first minute. One of my neighbours is celebrating a birthday and they are serenading them. It's birthday time. Ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-da. Would you believe? Halfway to Halloween. I suppose it is halfway. I might contend that's still a bit early to be planning Halloween stuff though. Unless you do like shows at Halloween or something. In which case maybe it does take all year to plan that. Mm. Firefly. Oh dear. No worries, Allison. Where's the firefly? You want out? Oh. Is the Mexican version of Happy Birthday just Happy Birthday in Mexican in Spanish, or is it like a different song entirely that Mexicans sing for Happy Birthday? A firefly. Why are you being so needy? Hmm. Oh, firefly. She's not a bad singer. Well, she's got that going for her at least. I mean, she's alone celebrating her birthday by herself, but nah, serenading. I think of one person singing to another. I wouldn't call it a duet by any means. Maybe the person being serenaded gets into it, and joins in. Oh dear. I may be in LA next week if I have time. Maybe we can watch Predator while I'm there. Oh, there you go. That was a plan. Yeah, I don't want to skip a stream because I've only had the one stream so far this week, but like clearly I'm too tired to actually really do anything. In fact, I'm probably going to have to wrap this up soon and just go back to bed. But points for effort, I suppose. When is the season over? The season is over at the end of the month, whatever that falls on. So the season will be over next Thursday. Is potentially the last time I'll stream this season, and I might stream on Thursday. It kind of depends when Tim wants to record next week, honestly. But at the very least, there'll be the stream on Tuesday, the game stream. I haven't seen either of those. I recommend Turning Red if people want a Pixar recommendation. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm just too far gone tonight. But yeah. So yeah, Fuzz Games Club stream on Tuesday. I'll know by then if I can stream again on the Thursday. So if Tuesday ends up in the last night of the season for points, then I'll know on Tuesday if it is. And I'll be able to let you know. But if it's the Thursday, then I'll know that too. So but yes. Thank you very much for joining me. Apologies for the short stream and the low energy stream. I tried my best. But I will see you guys soon. I'm going to go pass out. I might eat something quickly first, but otherwise I'm passing out. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time. It's been a pleasure. Good night.